Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide, a new turf fungicide from BASF. Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide brings the trusted reliability of Pillar G Intrinsic brand fungicide in a new liquid formulation. This premix was developed exclusively for the lawn care market for easier mixing and loading. Dual active ingredients give broad spectrum control of all of the major lawn diseases, including brown patch, large patch, take-all root rot, rust, and leaf spot diseases, including dollar spot. One rate controls all diseases, so no guessing which rate to use for which disease. Also, two modes of action work together to delay resistance development. And Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide is powered for plant health to give you healthier turf even under stressful conditions. Looking at the label, Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide is an SC or soluble concentrate formulation of triticonazole, a group 3 DMI fungicide, and pyraclostrobin, a group 11 QOY fungicide. Use sites include lawns, sod farms, parks, recreational areas, including athletic fields, cemeteries, airports, and rights of way. This easy-to-use label takes the guesswork out of disease control. One rate controls all diseases on the label. 1 fluid ounces of Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide delivers a full rate of Insignia plus the 1 ounce rate of Trinity for broad spectrum control. We've tested for turf graft safety across just about all of the turf varieties, including some of the not very common ones you might encounter. We've seen excellent turf safety, and even summer safety has been solid in all of our trials. Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide controls 26 diseases, and you can make 2 sequential applications before rotating to a different mode of action. You have plenty of flexibility to use this product when you need it most. You can make up to 5 applications per year. We developed Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide because lawn care operators need more options for disease control. Here's a tall fescue lawn in the spring of the year. Everything is healthy and green. Here's that same lawn in the middle of the summer. Brown patch is raging. Fungal diseases can be a huge problem in the landscape, and customer tolerance to imperfections is low. If left unchecked, you end up with lawns like this at the end of summer. Diseases have taken out large patches of grass, which allowed weeds to fill the void. With regular applications of Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide, you can avoid situations like this and keep your turf looking healthy and disease-free all year long. Let's take a look at some of the data to see how Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide can be used. On cool season grasses, brown patch is king, and as lawn care operators, you need protection that's going to last. Pillar SC provides excellent preventative control of brown patch, with up to 28 days of residual protection. Preventative applications are always best, but inevitably we sometimes end up in more reactive situations, and we need to treat after disease has already started. Pillar SC is fast-acting with a superior liquid formulation that starts working quickly for disease knockdown. It's very common to have mixed stands of cool season turf, so tall fescue mixed with Kentucky Bluegrass, for example. And brown patch is common on tall fescue, but dollar spot can do a number on the Kentucky Bluegrass. These 2 diseases are usually active at the same time and can be difficult to tell symptoms apart. Some fungicides fail to control dollar spot, so if you aren't satisfied with the level of control you're getting, it might be time to switch up your fungicide applications. Dollar spot is the differentiator. Solo azoxystrobin applications do not provide adequate dollar spot protection. Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide combines 2 active ingredients for strong preventative and curative control of dollar spot. With Pillar SC, you get the convenience of a liquid SC formulation or soluble concentrate, and this means it's easier to measure, pour, and mix. It goes into solution easily and does not settle out in the tank. These characteristics make Pillar SC a superior formulation compared to other products that are formulated as WDGs or wettable dispersible granules. Dollar spot is not just a disease of cool season lawns. We see this disease pop up at the end of summer and early fall on Bermuda grass. Usually it occurs in areas where turf is stressed or even on slopes. It can also be a problem on Zoysiagrass and seashore paspalum. When it comes to dollar spot, Pillar SC provides fast curative activity. In this trial, we looked at speed of activity and residual control. Pillar SC cleaned up active dollar spot within 14 days and provided complete control with 2 applications. Propiconazole did not completely control dollar spot, even with 2 applications. The difference is clearer when we look at plots. Pillar SC provided excellent disease control, even under high pressure conditions. So for fast curative control of dollar spot, Pillar SC is the logical choice. So if brown patch is king on cool season turf, large patch reigns supreme on warm season turf. Centipede grass and seashore paspalum are most susceptible to large patch, followed then by Zoysiagrass and then St. Augustine grass. Bermuda grass is rarely affected by large patch, and when it is, it recovers very quickly. The timing and seasonal pressure changes depending on location and the grass type. We usually recommend 2 fall applications and then follow up with spring applications if needed. In this trial, disease pressure was heavy in the spring, and both Pillar SC and Pillar G provided excellent control with no visible symptoms at the end of the trial. When we talk about large patch, both Pillar SC and the granular formulation Pillar G give you 2 solid options for control. If you ask your tech reps what they use in their own lawns, the answer has historically been Pillar G. So that really speaks to its reliability and performance. Now we have another option for when we want to bust out the sprayer instead of the spreader. So we still have Pillar G, and now with Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide, we can offer flexibility to match what our customer needs and the equipment that they have available. Here are the plot photos. You can see disease pressure was very high in the non-treated check plots, and Pillar G and Pillar SC provided excellent control. Again, here you can see a nice turf quality difference. We see with the liquid formulation of Pillar SC, slightly better turf quality, but both are very solid performers for large patch. Take-all root rot is a disease that's difficult to control and can be quite damaging. DMI and QOI fungicides are often the best, and combo products tend to perform better than solo products. This particular trial was initiated after disease symptoms were present, so we're looking at curative data. Disease pressure was very high at the start of the trial, with over 45% disease in the treated plots. Pillar SC went to work quickly and provided complete control. No visible symptoms remained by the end of the trial. We also had Pillar G and Insignia in this trial, and Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide was faster to reduce symptom severity compared to the granular formulation or the solo product. Here are the plot photos here, and you can see Pillar SC provided excellent disease control and turf quality. When targeting root and crown diseases, post-application irrigation is beneficial because you want to drive that fungicide down into the root zone where these pathogens are active. So I know that's not always practical, but if you are able to manipulate the irrigation system and can water in immediately after these applications, you will see increased control, particularly for your root and crown diseases. In addition to root and crown diseases, Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide also provides excellent control of other foliar diseases, including leaf spots and rusts. So Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide is fast acting. Its liquid formulation starts working quickly for disease knockdown. Dual active ingredients provide long-lasting broad-spectrum protection against the toughest lawn diseases. It's an easy-to-use label, so it takes the guesswork out of disease control with just one rate to control all diseases. It's also powered for plant health, So plant health benefits for disease control and healthier turf, even under stressful conditions. And with that, contact your local sales rep to try Pillar SC Intrinsic brand fungicide today.